Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Annalisa, thanks for joining me. And this reading is all about rebirth process. So I picked a card to see what was wanted in the collective, and I got about awakening, and I asked for a clarifier, and it was rebirth. So this is all about how to embrace the transformation. So lots of people are going through big changes on a internal and maybe external level as well at the moment. So, but this is applicable to any time you tune in. So this is really looking at how to fully embrace the changes or the process you're going through, and how to keep it moving, to enjoy it, to reap the benefits of it. So so let's get stuck in and see what comes up. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe, like my videos. You can donate using the buttons below. I now have an Amazon wish list if you want to donate a card deck to the channel, so I can use in my readings. And you can book personal readings with me below as well. So let's have a look. Slightly differently this week, I've got some cards. Group number one, the card is hair. Group number two, the card is foot. And group number three, the card is wind and storm. Okay? Allow whichever one you're drawn to from the quiet voice, not the one that's shouting at you, the big loud voice, but the quiet whisper that's coming from within. Allow that to speak. Pause the video if you need to, and I'm going to start the reading. Okay. Hello, group hair. Hair. I mean, the new you. Maybe you want a haircut. Maybe you've recently had a haircut. Maybe something literally physically about your hair is transforming. And this is really powerful because hair is deeply connected to spirituality. And there are many traditions where how you use and work with your hair is a direct connection to your faith, because it's the majority, I mean, particularly on your head, the majority is, it's like around the crown, right? It's the spiritual, around the spiritual connection. So it's really important how you pay attention to your hair in that sense. So something may literally be calling to you around your hair. Maybe get a haircut. Simple as that. Let's see what else it says here, right? Strength, power, and freedom, right? This is Samson, yeah? Samson and Delilah. Strength, power, freedom, status. So it's also about personal expression, who you are and what you're about. You can express through your hair. And I'm also feeling this connection to ancestry, to DNA, and the kind of history that's held in your hair. Anyway, let's have a look at some more cards. We've got Read the Energy, Ascended Master Merlin, and Mystic Merlinite. Don't dim to fit in. Yeah. Align your life. Align your life with your hair. Look, this is like haircut again. Haircut. And Iris of the Rainbow, this is energy to embody. And the Pook. We've got the Lady of the Lake. The Earth Fairy. And Taste. And action steps, we've got the Stag. Nine of Stones. Nine of Pentacles. The Three of Vessels, or the Three of Cups. And the Two of Bows, decision. Okay. Right. Where to start? Um, I feel like you're really being asked to step into yourself, a deeper step into who you really are at core, and expressing this. So there's something about you having the ability to shine and share some aspect of yourself, like really opening up, because when you open up who you are, your identity, your self-expression, your personality, allowing your personality to come out is going to be like a blessing to people. There's something about you embodying a like being proud of who you are, embodying who you are, really standing your ground and standing clear in what you believe in, what you appreciate, what you don't appreciate. I feel like expressing your opinion is really important. Actually saying what you feel, what you think. It's really important to share your opinion, share your insight, share your wisdom, your knowledge, and expressing this, like not worrying about what other people think about you. And I feel somehow this is going to be able to help you integrate parts of yourself, because there may be aspects of you that want to speak, but you don't allow them to. You don't give voice to some aspect of yourself. And when you start to express, you start to fully embody who you are, because it's like you're not just holding that experience within you, but you are actually transmitting it. And so it starts to radiate from you to kind of completely um, like burst out of you. Because I feel like you're very accurate at understanding situations. This could be, for example, this can be dynamics, like this could be interpersonal dynamics. It could be in wider community, for example, in something like politics or debates. I think you have a good understanding of information and being able to filter information and find the essence, the truth, and in a quite integrated way, in a very balanced way. And because you can do that, it's like you're able actually to distinguish um, what is resonant from what isn't. And I think you need to share this. You need to express and share what doesn't fit with you and what does. And this is going to help you ground who you are. You're being asked to step into almost like a leadership position, to really hold some kind of authority, and to declare your status, your boundaries, declare who you are and what you stand for. And there is something about you being independent, standing in your own knowing, your own certainty, your own understanding, something very like standing in your own place, not worrying what anybody else thinks, what anyone else says, or whatever. Like you really need to stand in your truth and own that. Because you have the capacity to bring so much joy. There's quite a few cards here that are about bringing in this like lightness and fun and play. But it's like in order to do that, you really have to detach yourself from other people, other situations, or like let go of. It's like you need to let go of other people, the ideas, like what other people think about you, what other people, or what you think other people think about you, and really stand firm in what you believe and hold on to that without letting go. And it's like you have to not care what anyone thinks. You really have to not listen to people, because there may well be people around you who disagree with you, who don't like what you have to say, who don't maybe appreciate your understanding. But this is the truth of who you are. You know that deep down, this is an essence or aspect of yourself that you can't let go of. And so it's like without expressing that and holding that, you're going to limit yourself. Because you have a unique preference for something, a unique interest, or a unique unique taste. And your taste is important. It's like an anchor. It's foundational. Your preference is foundational. So express it. Don't shy away from being seen. Trust your insight and your judgment. Trust your ability to bring things together. And to be a beacon, a light. And you bring so much joy, you bring so much happiness when you do that, when you step into this. Okay, I think that's my message for you. Let me just feel anything else. Just this connection to spirit. I think if you feel uncertain or lost at any time, it's like coming back into your intuition, like breathing into yourself. Like your breath is really important to help you align with who you are. Yeah, you're kind of shattering, right? Things are shattering, letting go. Things. This is the hair. It's like things need to be cut, things to be shattered, things need to be broken, and it's like dissembling things to bring things back together. In and to bring you back together, shattering yourself to bring you back together into your unique self. So it's really dismantling. There's parts of yourself that maybe still don't serve you fully. And I think when you start to express and share who you are, you'll start to realize, because you'll hear it when you speak it or do it or act it, you'll feel that misalignment and check yourself and then be like, okay, I need to remove myself from this place or situation or that mindset or whatever it is. You'll start to feel it more the more you express it. Okay, that's my reading for you, group number 1. I hope that helped. Thank you for tuning in. You can book a private reading with me below. Otherwise, please subscribe, like. You can donate. I've got a card wish list. I'd love some new cards if anyone wants to donate. Otherwise, see you again soon. Thank you. Foot. Group foot. Team foot. 1444 as I looked at the clock. Foot. Grounding the earth. Rooting the base. Connecting to your ancestors, your lineage, your past. feeling the like sensitivity of like feeling your feet on the earth, feeling the ground, feeling yourself fully connected to where and who you are, like being present. See what your message is. The vision, grounding your vision. Dance, being in your body, being physically present. Boundaries, establishing who you are, what you want, what you need. Being, what's this quote? I saw this quote the other day. Boundaries, it's not about putting up walls, it's about showing people where the door is. It's like if you want to come in, through here. If you need to leave, it's through here. Like just showing like the edges of where you can come in and out. Boundaries. Topsy-turvets, seeing things in a different way. Fairy who is kissed by the pixies. This is joy, giggles, laughter, and fun. The dragon, power and strength. Love, embrace love. Pleasure, embrace pleasure. The 8 of Vessels, rebirth. The 10 of Stones, home. The 8 of Arrows, struggle. And the King of Vessels, the Herons, the King of Cups. Okay. So there is something very determined about this group. There's something that is very, there's something about being very strong in your path, in your destination, in keeping moving, keeping constant, keeping going, not being distracted. Your focus on your vision and not allowing anything else to kind of distract you. Keeping your vibration up, because there is some very light vibration in you. There's a beautiful, clear vibration, and it's like you need to keep moving and flowing. So even though the way to your destination may feel like it changes, it's like you adapt within your boundaries. So you have your boundaries, you have your goal, and it's like you have to dance with the pathway there. You have to allow yourself to see things from a different way, from a different perspective, from a different angle. Allow yourself to take different pathways and choices and enjoy them, embrace it, like have fun with it, play with it. And you're going to keep on this path through your strength, through your determination. So building up physical strength, energetic strength. This can be doing something like energetically, doing something like Tai Chi, where you're really working with your energy body and fueling your energy body, that allows you to hold your boundaries, hold your space. And then there's this, this love, pleasure, emotions, romance, embracing your romantic self, embracing the lover within you, the pleasure within you, but in this very strong way, this very emotionally grounded way. Balance. This is the heron. It's like balanced emotion. So even if the current, the river is turbulent, it's like you stay grounded with it. And this is this vision, and why it's important to stay physically in your body, because you don't let the emotional currents around you or within you to disrupt you from your target. There may be a rebirth process within your relationships right now, particularly because a lot of this feels to do with relationship to yourself, relationship with others, and establishing this home. These are the action steps: rebirth and home. It's like you're finding a new home, a new place. This can be within yourself, it can be with another, within your environment, but it's like you're building something very solid and something foundational. And you are likely going to experience some challenges around this. Okay, it's like it's this harsh environment where arrows are being thrown at you, where you may be attacked. You might literally have verbal attacks, like criticism or negative comments or difficulties. Generally, with arrows, it's all about the air element, so information, difficulty with information, with communication, with networking, with web building. And you have to hold really firmly to your inner light, your inner knowing, this vision you have, and stay determined. And when you do that, this is when you come into this stable king energy. So you stay stable by having a very strong focus, internal focus. So not about being focused on the external so much, but about your core belief, your core knowing, your core truth. Staying focused on that internal knowing, and then other things around you, situations, environments, whatever it is around you, can't sway you from what you know, because it's internal. And they can't take that from you or change that, because it belongs to you. I feel it's like you know what you want. You know what makes you feel fulfilled. You know what pleasure you want. You know what you love. You may know who you love. And it's being strong and determined in that. And being able to navigate, right? So being able to navigate this dynamic. Okay, I think that's my main message for you. Let me just see if there's anything else. And there's some real, like, this is just enjoyment. Both of these cards are really about feeling really great, like just feeling really like this bubbly, excited, pleasurable, giddy kind of feeling, and allowing yourself to feel that within you. I feel like that's part of your vision, part of this knowing. It's something inside you that just makes you feel a delight. And that's going to help you as well, like connecting to the lightness and the pleasure of where you're headed is going to really help you. And it's like this reminder that you create this energetic state before it manifests. So it's like you are energetically creating this vibration of your future. So what you are trying to move into or create in your life may not be visible. You can't actually see it. It's this internal vision. And so it's holding the vibration of that vision within you without it being present yet. And you're coming into, I feel this group, there's definitely a relationship. There's definitely some new kind of relationship, new stability, love, romance is definitely coming in for you. So just follow some of these tips and just, keep going and you're going to get there. All right, my loves, thank you so much for tuning in. You can book a private reading with me below, donate. You can donate me a what's it called? Deck of cards from my wish list. Or just say hi, join the channel. Okay, group number 3. Wind and storm. How do you fully embrace the new you that is really being born right now? This is embracing change, embracing trouble, embracing difficulties, embracing the wildness, the power of nature to transform, to shift, to move. Destruction, creation and destruction. It's the storm, right? And also messenger. It's bringing in new information, new ideas, destroying old information and old ideas. Divine storm shakes everything up, shatters the known. Let's see, what's your full message? Heart healing. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Fill up your well. Retreat, rest, and refuel. Taitlin the Sylph. Lace the Moon's Daughter. The Grail Knight. Risk. The Deer, gentleness and diplomacy. Possess. The King of Stones. The Seven of Vessels, mourning. The Two of Vessels, Two Cups, attraction. And the Five of Vessels, ecstasy in this deck. Okie-dokie. Right, you either have been through the storm or you're in the middle of a storm. I feel most of you have been through it. I feel like you're coming out the other side, but you've been affected by a storm. It's like this raging tornado has been through your life and just ripped everything apart. Especially you. Like, you have been ripped apart. Your whole being has been torn open. And because of this, there is definitely time still needed to look after yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself, take time off, take time away from people maybe, to give yourself this like real care, really feeding yourself well, giving yourself time to relax, to enjoy what you enjoy doing, to just read, watch TV, hang out with friends, just really loving, just being with yourself. And knowing that you don't need to, it's like you don't need to do anything, in a sense. There's this element that's about trusting that you don't need to prove anything or do anything in order to be yourself, in order to become yourself. It's like you already have the support that you need, the environment that you need. Like you there's no justification that's needed in order to receive what you want. And you do need to focus on what you want and be really clear with yourself, with the universe, what it is that you desire. And it's time for you to be quite forward focused. So it's like while you're resting and retreating, it's like you're clearing your mind space to what you want to create next, where you want to move next. And having some, you may want to do like research or gather information, understanding, get some ideas, inspiration about your next steps. And so it's like clearly deciding what you want and then researching how you're going to do that and trust that it will just happen. So you it's like you don't, all you need to do for yourself is just looking after and loving yourself, and then deciding where you want to go, and not being afraid to take chances. There is the risk card, but I feel something very, very soft about this risk. This isn't like a big, brash, bold move. It's about moving forward gently, taking a gentle risk, a soft risk. This can be in romance, in love, towards something you really desire or someone you really care about. But the way forward is softly. It's soft steps. Because you are in this place where you need to be soft with yourself, and in turn being soft with others. And your mind might be quite sharp and clear and kind of playful, but there is something very like earthy, like this kind of soft stability, like I'm feeling like a holding like a smooth pebble. It's like very strong and hard, but soft. It's like dense but soft. And there may be needed this space for release, like releasing emotion, letting go of like tears. I almost feel like tears of it's like release. It's not grief. It's kind of not. Almost like tears of joy, but it's not. It's somewhere in the middle. It's just this. It's like tears of knowing, tears of presence, and your next steps. So we've got the King of Stones, which is like this strong, soft energy. This King of Pentacles is very stable and very able to create a safe space. It's this homely kind of feeling. The wolf is like with the pack, right? It's leader of the pack, so it kind of leads a group, a warm family group. And yeah, again with this like winter, the storm, the winter, it's like in the northern hemisphere we're going into the winter. It's like this maybe cold environment, harsh environment, but it's like this warmth of the fur and the pack within this cold environment, or within this nighttime. Because there is a sense of mourning or grief, letting go, some sadness, and a kind of honor of the dead, honor of the deaths. This can be the death of you, or the death of aspects of you. But having respect for the dead. And embracing attraction and ecstasy. Then we've got like this romance coming in. Again with this like Grail night is this romance and the heart healing, about connecting with others, about uniting with passion, with desire, and like claiming your feelings, and allowing yourself to celebrate. And it's really interesting in this deck, because this is the Five of Cups, which is normally about loss and grief and mourning, but in this deck the Seven of Cups is the mourning, and the Five is all about this celebration, this dance of ecstasy, of bringing things together, of creating this the pentagram, the magic, and dancing, the like a druidic, shamanistic, earthy dance within this creation. Dancing with joy. And yeah, embracing this passion and releasing. There's like tears that need to come, there's emotion that needs to be released. I think this is where this gentleness and softness comes in, is because it's like both allowing for this excitement and ecstasy, but also the release of the heart, the emotions, like releasing anything from the heart that needs to go. Anything else for group number 3? I think just these or this one. Trust your path. It's like you may feel alone on your path somehow. But there's something beautiful about that aloneness. It's like there's this kind of expanse around you where you know you're on your own. It's like you know you've got to do this by yourself, and no one else can do it for you. But you know, you may not know exactly the path, but you know the destination. And you know that you're guided, and that you're looked after by spirit. You know that you're being led where you need to go. And I feel like this storm has kind of cleared the way somehow, and now it's walking through that place. Okay, that's my message for you, group number 3. I hope that was helpful. If you would like to support me, then you can book a reading, you can donate, you can donate a deck of cards. All the information is below. You can subscribe to my channel, you can give me a thumbs up, or drop a comment, say hi. I really appreciate any of your input to my ongoing channel. Thank you so much, and speak to you again another time soon.